Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. In the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello and welcome to Talk is Cheap, the show where you get exactly what you pay for because it's a free show. And so we're excited because here we are at episode 68. That's right, 68. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Every episode I say the same thing. We haven't gotten canceled yet because it's Facebook Live and they don't cancel us. But anyway, we're excited to be here. I am so excited, you guys. We have such an amazing show. Listen, my voice is cracking. That's how amazing it is. Yeah, that's how amazing. We have in the house, we have Jonas Woods. You just heard Talk is Cheap. It's actually called Hold My Tongue, but we call it Talk is Cheap because that's the name of our show. Jonas Woods is here, you guys. We also have the incredible voice actor, Joe Lesh is here, and my co-host, Andy Freeman's in the house as well. Amazing show. But guys, don't worry. Don't worry. He's here too. That's right. The Chewy cam. Let's check in on Chewy. Let's see where he's turned around. Oh my gosh, you guys, he is facing the camera. I've turned him around so many times. It's like he's been on a Ferris wheel. It's amazing, but yep, he's tried to mess up his blanket. He's turned the opposite way of the camera. He's here. He's had his quiet moments. You guys. Let's see. Here you go. Just so you know, quiet moments. He's had his quiet moments. So, yep. And it's just a calming aid, you guys. It's just a little bit of a calming aid. This episode is brought to you, episode 68 is brought to you by School of Laughs, schooloflaughs.com, which you'll see a little infomercial about later. But I just want to say hello to everyone who is here. And if you're here for the first time, we'd love to meet you. Say hi. Michelle is here. Michelle says, going to be such a fun show. You've got it, Michelle. It is. Oh my goodness. Steve's here all the way from Spain. Feliz Navidad from España. We are so glad that you have insomnia so you can join us. June Colson's here. Looking forward to a fun show. So am I, June. So glad you're here. Tom, hey, buddy. He says, hello, everybody. We're glad you're here. Did you see Chewy? Look at that. Can you believe it? Chewy is facing the camera just for you, Tom, because I know that's important to you. And that's right. I know, Michelle. You wait for it. Chewy, you're nice, complete. So right here, we have it right here live for you. We are going to we have such an action-packed show for you that we are not going to wait any longer. He's a television producer, a comedy writer, a raconteur. I don't know if I said that correctly, but he'll let me know if I didn't. You know how I am with pronouncing things. Hapless Chicago sports fan. He's produced television programming and media content in the U.S. to Africa, Asia, and Latin America. And now, for the very first time, you guys, he's appearing on Talk is Cheap. Please welcome Andy Freeman. Oh my goodness.
Those applause.
There we go.
Rhonda, those applause.
I know. Do you love it? We bring our own applause here.
Rhonda, I want to correct one thing in my intro.
Okay.
It's a racketeer. My uncle was in the mob in Chicago, so racketeer. Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Reformed.
Okay. Well, all right. That's hysterical. You're looking pretty fancy there, Andy Freeman, tonight. You're looking pretty fancy.
I just thought I'd turn in a little bit of Christmas spirit for you guys. So hence the red and green and Merry Christmas, you filthy animal on the blazer. It's, just a little something special.
That's awesome. And I love the background there with the tree and it looks so Christmassy.
That's the one plug I had to get in for my wife. She went with this, kind of cool blue outdoor Christmas thing indoors. And don't forget, way through that door over there, that's a bed footboard that was turned into a chalkboard that you can put different seasonal greetings on. I believe me, I married up, Rhonda. I married big.
Wow. I guess quite the crafter. And that's beautiful. It absolutely looks gorgeous. We want to say hello to Donna. Lanny's here. Hey, Donna. Glad you're joining us. And let's see. Michelle is a fan of Chi-Town, I guess, meaning Chicago, obviously. Town team too.
Chi-Town.
I don't know. Whatever, Andy. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Because I'm like cheek. I don't know. Cheek.
Well, I know you love all those teams in Warwick.
Warwick. That's right. You have to say it right. I know. I every once in a while I'll slip and I won't pronounce my R's. And I also, June Colson will correct me. I say gut it instead of got it. But I don't care. I'm not changing. I'm not changing for you, June, or anybody else. But she's glad that you're here. She says, awesome. It's Andy.
Well, I know it's cold up there. She's in Kentucky. She's one state above me. I'm over here near Nashville. And it's been cold. And she probably is wearing shoes these days. Usually up in Kentucky, they don't have to wear shoes.
They don't have to wear them.
Or they choose not to.
Yeah, it's freezing here. And we got like almost a foot of snow. Yeah,
oh, man.
Today. It's not. I don't like snow. I don't like the cold. I don't know why I live here. I don't understand it.
But it's coming at the right time if it hangs around till next week.
Right. I mean, yeah, white Christmas, blah, blah, blah. It's not a bad thing if you have somebody who like shovels for you and cleans off your car and drives you around. I guess it's not a bad thing. But my husband had to work this morning and I had to like kind of the roads were really bad when he drove into work. So
Rhonda, let me pose a quick Christmas question to you.
Okay.
Not about your gifts or your trees or anything else, but going to do something a little more historical.
Uh-oh.
Is it true that there was a fourth wise man who came to the manger, but that Joseph and Mary turned him away because he brought a fruitcake for the baby?
Yes, that is true. And that is exactly where the fruitcake saga came from. As a matter of fact, the original fruitcake is still floating around today, and it's yeah.
I thought I read that in. I'm not real good at Bible books, but it was either in First or Second Hesitations.
It is. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're absolutely right. So tell me, Steve says snow is a 4-letter word. You're right. I agree. Steve and I have the same views on snow. We love it so much. It's beautiful in a Hallmark movie, Andy, but
That's right.
That's about it.
I remember in 4th grade, we had a blizzard in Chicago of 31 inches.
Oof.
And it shut down everything. And I remember my mom saying, we have to get to the grocery store. I know what I'll do. And she put me on the back of a toboggan and she pulled me down the middle of the boulevard for 5 blocks all the way to the grocery store, put the groceries on between my knees. She said, you hold them. We made it all the way back. It was almost Eskimo-like, like living in Alaska. But
yeah. What year was that? What year?
67. 1967.
Oh, wow. We had here in New England, we had a big blizzard of 78, which everyone still talks about. Cars were 2 weeks, like everything was shut down. Cars were stuck in the middle of the roads and highways, and it was crazy because, we didn't know it was coming. So we were out of school.
I was in another one on the East Coast in 1979, I believe it was. And it was 21 inches, but it was in Virginia Beach, which is a place where people go swimming and hang out. They have no plows, no salt, nothing. And I was on the radio, and I went in to do a 4-hour shift. And 28 hours later, a disc jockey got in there to relieve me.
So you had to keep going how many hours in a row?
28.
So that was like a marathon. Was that like, did you make the Guinness Book of World Records?
In the last 4 hours, I was playing entire sides of albums. And no, it wasn't like FM rock, but that was the only way I could do something. And then I just kept pouring coffee and worked standing up. And I was never so happy to see Scott. I can't think of his last name, but he fought his way through with his four-wheeler and got there to give me a break.
Wow. Now, did you drive home or did you just go to sleep, curl up in a corner?
No, I did, because by that point you could kind of nurse your way the 3-4 blocks to a main road, and those had been plowed. It was the third day after the storm, so even they finally, it's funny, they would throw sand on the bridges and the roads because they were a beach town, and that was the convenient thing, right, instead of salt.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Those are things you'll never, ever forget. You'll never forget that.
Those are my 2 blizzard stories. All the rest of my blizzard stories, Rhonda, have to do with Dairy Queen and my favorite flavors, so we'll leave that go.
What is your favorite flavor of blizzards? What is your favorite?
Boy, I like one that has caramel chocolate and peanuts, almost like a Baby Ruth, but a blizzard.
Now, do you prefer? This is a question we had brought up in our house. Do you prefer a milkshake, an ice cream milkshake, or like ice cream? If you're going to order, would you rather have ice cream shake, or would you rather have a dish of ice cream or a sundae or something like that?
That's a coin toss for me. I love them both. Actually, what I'd prefer is like an ice cream sundae with a milkshake to chase it. That'd be my favorite.
Milkshake chaser. I don't know.
That's right.
For me, I want my ice cream solid. I don't want to drink my ice cream through a straw. I don't know. It's just,
you strike me as a pistachio girl.
No.
Uh-uh.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, mint chocolate chip. This time of the year, it's great. Peppermint stick ice cream with a little hot fudge, whipped cream.
So I grew up with a lot of Italian friends in Chicago, and actually my favorite, and it's very hard to get at a grocery store down here in Tennessee, is spumoni.
Oh, I went to a lot of Italian restaurants, and that used to be one of the dishes we'd always serve was spumoni. We'd always have spumoni for dessert.
I just like it by the gallon. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's always good. Let's see. Jason says snow shell distancing. No kidding. I agree, Jason. I agree. June said that they had 2 inches, and the governor of Kentucky shut us down for 2 weeks. We're talking about ice cream. Let's see. Steve says frozen pudding. Oh my gosh, Steve, really? Isn't that like something that an old person would eat? I'm sorry, but I always associate frozen pudding with like an old man eating. Well, Steve, I don't know, whatever. Steve, you are getting to that little age, but whatever. I can joke with him like that. It's okay.
Hey, Rhonda, I want to tell you something about distancing really quickly.
Yes.
Down here in Nashville, my wife and I actually go on Sundays to an Anglican church, Church of England, right? And I had some friends whose church had closed, and I told them we were still holding services. It's 50 people in a church that's twice as big, but they asked me, they said, you guys are having services in your building. They said, are you social distancing? I said, the Anglican Church has been social distancing since 1534. So they were way ahead of this thing.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Hey, we are going to, I'm so excited. We are going to bring up our featured guest and talk with him for a little bit. And then I'm so excited to have Jonas on. I'm just really excited for the show, but let me introduce our next guest. Are you ready? Because we've had to cut down his intro because it's 20 pages long, and it's still not going to give him all his accolades. He's an award-winning spoken word producer, voice talent, and coach. He's the voice of several cartoon characters for Disney, PBS Kids, and Dave Ramsey's Jr.'s Adventures. He's the producer for the Baby Looney Tunes soundbooks. He's produced hundreds of audiobooks for various publishers. Just to name a couple: HarperCollins, Zondervan Publishing, Thomas Nelson. He's narrated dozens of audio books and voiced hundreds of commercials for national advertisers. Just to name a few: Bridgestone Firestone, Coca-Cola, Folgers, Sunsweet Prunes, Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. He's appeared in a number of movies and dozens of national TV's commercials. And he plays the role of Lord. Maybe he can help me learn how to speak properly. Lord Charles Lambeth in the cult classic video game Titanic Adventure Out of Time. And now he really needs to complete his list of accolades. So he's here for the very first time appearing on Talk is Cheap. Please welcome Joash, everybody.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Joe, we're so excited you're here. I am tired from reading all of that.
I'm glad to be here, man. That was just the way I wrote it. Thank you.
Well,
Joe, I had a birthday. It didn't take too long for those accolades, but I had a birthday.
He had a birthday, and he had no facial hair when he started.
My gosh. That's funny. I heard you guys were talking, and Andy mentioned that his uncle was a racketeer in Chicago, and I thought, well, that's a coincidence because my grandfather was a bootlegger in St. Louis.
Beautiful. They probably knew each other.
I'm sure they did. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road, you know.
Oh my goodness. Well, people want to say hi to you. Let's see, Keith Troop.
Oh yeah, one of my dearest friends, Keith Troop. Yep.
Well, he's here. I said it
Hi,
correct
Keith.
the first time. He says, "Woohoo, Joan!" And Joan Colson.
Hey, June. June is the
gosh.
reason I'm here today.
She's the reason. That's
Yeah.
right. She's
She
the
put
reason,
us
not
in
for the
touch.
season, but she's here for you appearing here. Let's see. I could
That's
add
sweet. Thank you, June.
to Joe's intro, one of the kindest people you ever want to meet. Oh, that is nice. That is sweet. And now you owe her money. Mary
Yeah, I do.
says, hello, Joe.
Hey, Marilyn. Well, she's in Memphis.
Some applause. Eric says, hi, y'all.
Eric,
And
yeah.
Donna says hello,
Eric.
and happy belated
Donna.
birthday. That's for your birthday, Andy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
Darren.
know, Joe,
Hey, Darren.
Darren here. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
It's a good thing I sent out that newsletter today.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, could you do that every week for me? That would be nice. We love having guests in our audience on Talk is Cheap. And I don't know, this name sounds a little familiar.
Oh yeah, that's my baby. Hi, sweetie.
She loves you. And let's see, Amy says Joe's the best.
Oh my goodness, Amy. She's in Houston.
Oh, she's in Houston.
Mhm.
Is it warm in Houston, Amy? Because it's not here. How about now? You're both in Tennessee, am I correct?
We are. We're both in the Nashville area. I just found that out.
Wow, I thought so. I thought you guys might even know each other, but
Yeah, I probably
we
ran into him
now.
at Starbucks or something.
We're old Facebook friends too, Joe and I. At least 24 hours worth.
honestly, one of my favorite things to do is connect people. I love love doing that. And so when you guys form this forever friendship, you're welcome. Just
Cool.
just saying.
We'll have to get together, Andy.
Yeah.
I would love that, Joe. I would enjoy that very, very much, especially not just your accolades, but I was going to say all these wonderful people who are recognizing you. You sound like you'd be a wonderful person to be with. Who is that over your shoulder, Joe?
Oh, that's Mo. Mo and Joe. Yeah, that's my mini me.
Oh.
My subconscious. He keeps me straight.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
When Lori's not up here, he does the job.
That's excellent. Oh my goodness. So are you guys having what kind of weather? I'm living vicariously through other people's weather. What's your temp today, you guys?
I guess it might have got a 43, 45.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's a pretty tough Tennessee, Middle Tennessee day. Huh?
That's true. Yeah. We've had a pretty mild winter so far.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, coming from Chicago, I enjoy shoveling rain down here much more than shoveling snow.
Right? I know. When people complain about the humidity here in Rhode Island, I'm like, you don't have to shovel humidity. You know, all you need a little bit of hair product, but you know, that's about it.
We can go toe to toe with you on humidity. I think Joe can speak to that as well. In the summer, step out the door here.
We have the monsoon to deal with.
Yeah, you guys get some crazy rain, right?
From time to time, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We had a couple move into the town I'm in, northeast of Nashville, and they were from Florida, and they complained about the humidity. So how bad does it have to be, Rhonda, in July and August that Floridians complain about the humidity?
That's crazy.
That's true.
That is crazy. Let's see. I just want to Marion says it's cold, and let's see what Darren says. He says, not Joe, his little guy in the back. Winter is no fun. Steve says that it was 66 there today. He's in Spain, and he posts the most beautiful pictures overlooking the Mediterranean, and you know, whatever. I just posted a picture of my snowy cars. And that's what my pictures were today, but that's all right. So
Rhonda, when we talked the other day, you told me a little bit about you're getting into comedy, but I was going to say, I would love to know how Joe entered into this wonderful world of living by your voice.
Well, there's a little story behind that. I make it up as I go.
Okay.
Actually, see, when I was a kid, I was a ventriloquist. And
really?
So the other kids were out playing ball, and I was working up voices for my dummies. And so recently, one of my students, James Kemp, he's a puppeteer. He builds these marvelous puppets. And so I worked out a deal with him. He made the puppet for Kentucky Fried Chicken for the Colonel. Do you see those puppets over the past few years? You know, those are his work. And so he created this for me, and I thought, well, I'm going to start practicing again, and I may work up a routine or two with. I got the dummy, now I need a routine. So
that's fun.
So I was working on voices as a kid, and I was born in St. Louis, a couple blocks off of Route 66, and when I was 12, I moved to Los Angeles, and it wasn't too long after that I traded in my dummy for a guitar. It worked out better on dates. you know, one mouth movement from the dummy and the date was over. You know, it's more Alec, you know. And so I was playing music in the Los Angeles area, and I had a trio in high school, and we used to open at the Ice House for the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, wow.
I got to play in the Hollywood Bowl in 1966 with Karen and Richard Carpenter back when we were all in high school.
That's incredible.
They weren't the Carpenters yet. Well, they were, but they just didn't know it. And
Karen's voice, one of the greatest female singers of all time.
Yeah.
Like silk. Her voice is like silk.
Yeah. And, you know, in the bowl, see, in the Hollywood Bowl, it was the Hollywood Bowl Battle of the Bands. My group took first place in the vocal group division. They took first place in the jazz combo division. And so that's where I met them. We were all in high school at the time. And Karen was only 14. And she was a drummer. She was a great, great drummer, as good of a drummer as she was a singer.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, she did very little singing. But she was just on those drums, and she had on a big, bulky sweatshirt, and her head was down like this the whole time playing. And she was adorable, but I don't think she knew it yet.
So talented.
After that, I had played around Los Angeles quite a bit. I had a manager that booked me in my trio and gigs, and then I went off to Vietnam, and I was there for a year and a day. And when I got back, my manager put me in another group called Solid Gold. And Solid Gold went on tour. We traveled across the country. We played it on the Rising Stage at Disneyland. We opened for Waylon and Willie at the Golden Nugget in Vegas. I got to play with Paul Anka for a little bit at the Sahara.
What instrument did you? What instrument, Joe?
Bass. I was playing bass at that time. Mm-hmm. So I played bass, guitar, and mandolin, sang, do a few other things. I met my best friend in Vietnam, and I moved here later on to be closer to him and his family. So he and I still play in a band today called the Road Crew. And the Road Crew are the official musical ambassadors to Route 66. So we've played everywhere from Chicago to Los Angeles in many different, all 8 different states and many different cities along Route 66.
Have you played in front of the giant blue whale in Oklahoma?
Oh, that's in Catoosa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And at a Catoosa, there's no place to play there. But no, not in front of the blue whale, but down the street in Tulsa.
Joe, can I ask you a quick question about bass playing?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story about the bass player who just couldn't keep time for the band, and they fired him, and he got so depressed he went down to the subway and threw himself behind a subway?
No, but let me write that down.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe use that again. So I was with a band called Solid Gold during the 70s, and we recorded for K-Tel Records, Solid Gold 50s, Solid Gold 60s. And later on, I became an audio engineer, and I had my own studio in Denver where I was engineering for Air Supply, Firefall, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And then I moved to Nashville and worked for Loretta Lynn for a few years, and got opportunities to do things with other groups. I produced all the special effects for Garth Brooks on the Thunder Rolls, and
oh wow,
got to work with Emmylou Harris on A Cowgirl's Prayer. Gosh, I've just been so fortunate to be in the right place at the right time so many times. So I was producing the music for Disney, and this was for a series of cartoons that was on the Disney Channel. Bobby Goldsboro was the writer. He was a famous country music star during the early 70s. And when his career kind of wound down, he was writing scripts for the Disney Channel. So he came up with this series of cartoons: Stinger, King of the Bees, Easter Egg Morning, Lumpkin the Pumpkin, Snuffy the Elf That Saved Christmas. And I was producing the soundtrack and recording all the characters. And late one night he said, that evangelistic praying mantis that was in here earlier didn't give me at all what I was looking for. Where am I going to find an evangelistic praying mantis at this hour? And I said, Yale, the Reverend Mantis at your studio. And he said, Greg, get in there and do that. And so that was the beginning of doing about, a dozen or more voices for about a half dozen cartoons. And it was great. I had a lot of fun with that. And it just kind of launched me off into a direction of doing a lot of voice work.
That's awesome.
And now you're coaching others, right?
Yeah. I've been teaching for a long time. See, back in '89, the first audio book I ever recorded was for Zig Ziglar.
Oh my!
And during that time, my manager, agent, she said, I'm going to send someone over to you. She needs a little help with losing her Southern accent. And the film company wants to hear her do her lines, or some of her lines, before she gets the part. And so, yeah, it was Reese Witherspoon. And so she was my first student, and I enjoyed it so much and working with her. And she was so sweet, so kind, and so smart. This kid, she was 15 years old, and she walks in with this cell phone that looked like a World War II walkie-talkie. She was making calls and booking her flights, and she was just handling all of her making all of her own arrangements at 15 years old. I thought, man, this kid's way ahead of her time. And of course, you knew she was going to do big stuff. And that was what kind of launched me into wanting to teach. So I've kind of grown my business since then. And I've got a lot of students who are now just full-time voice actors, and they're in their studio every day, knocking out voice projects.
Darren said you coached him, and he's learned a lot, and he thanks you for that.
Oh, thank you, Darren. It's good to see you, buddy. We got to go down to Blue Coast and get another burrito or a taco or something soon.
So you've had kind of a boring life, Joe. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, well, it's sad. It is a sad story. I don't leave everybody on a downer tonight.
Hey, Joe, being you have this experience as a praying mantis voice, I was thinking about you and Rhonda and what we could pair you up as. My first thought on Rhonda was like a reprobate butterfly, but you're the expert. What do you think?
I would have pegged her for pistachio too. But I think there's no guessing with Rhonda.
Oh my goodness. This is like, I'm so excited. I have to keep things on time because I could just sit here and listen to both of you, Andy. I mean, we haven't even gotten into, there's so much. I'm going to have you back already. But I do want to bring up our musical guest tonight. He's a full-time touring recording artist. 17 years he's been touring. He travels doing concerts from coast to coast and overseas. He has 2 boys and 1 wife, which is that's a good thing. Please welcome back. And if you heard our opening song, it was by him. Please welcome back Jonas Woods, everybody.
They said 1 wife. Okay, that's good. Hey, what's up? No, Becky makes me say that.
Jonas, I'm so psyched that you're here. How are you? I love your little Christmas tree in the background. Did you do that just for us?
Yes. Yeah, I don't actually celebrate Christmas here, but we did it. Kids don't get gifts.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? I know you've haven't been touring, so what have you been up to?
A lot of sitting. I'm learning a lot about how to sit and eat. I'm eating a lot. It's been fantastic, actually. I feel like I'm pregnant. I feel like this is what we do, So it's I've been writing and producing with different artists. So, and when I say writing, I mean not writing. I should be writing. That's what I mean to say.
I love your opening song tonight. That was nice.
Thanks. Rhonda had me write that for her, so that was.
That's what I tell everybody, but it's not the truth. But
exactly.
But I like to believe that in my mind. I think that you wrote it for me. It's my song. But
and Jonas, I told you backstage, I love your chapeau, sir. I just think it's a top drawer.
Thanks. Thank you. I wish I knew what Charpeau meant, or whatever you said, because I feel like I accept it.
As long as you don't think I said Sharpay. Okay.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
hey, Jonas, we're gonna give you the stage. We're gonna the whole screen. It's gonna be all you.
Okay.
You won't see me. You know me. I'll try to do backup.
Yes, of course.
Frown upon that.
Okay.
So we're gonna give you the screen. And what song are you gonna be singing for us tonight?
Well, it's a song that I wrote. It's a Christmas song. I wrote it under the name Nat King Cole, and it's called The Christmas Song.
Okay, awesome. All right, The Christmas Song, sung
Yeah.
by Jonas Woods.
Right. Okay. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe, they help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's got lots of toys and goodies in his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I offer you this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Merry Christmas to you.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Incredible. Ah, that's incredible. I want a concert now, Jonas. I
Very
just
nice.
want a concert. I feel so spoiled. That's just awesome. I was getting to hear you play a little bit backstage, and I just realized how much I miss live music.
Yeah, me too.
Jonas Mel Torme was the Velvet Fog, if I remember. Can we make you the Velour Mist or something? You killed that song. That was fantastic.
The Velour Mist.
I'll take
I'm
it.
gonna write that
sounds
down.
nice.
He is. He's just so amazing. I just love it. We have Michelle said, love his voice. Does Jonas have a Christmas album? Oh, do you have a Christmas album?
Well, actually, my wife Becky and I are tracking a Christmas album for 2021. We're not sure the Earth will still be here, but we are going to take our sweet time. We've already started tracking for it, but not this
that's
year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Can we give him a title, Rhonda? Can
Yes.
we give you a title, Jonas? Christmas Unmasked by 2021. Christmas Unmasked.
I love it. I love it.
That sounds
Darren,
amazing.
Darren said Nat sang, but Mel Torme and his co-writer wrote it back in the 40s. A classic.
Darren, I wrote that, but that's fine. You guys just keep running with whatever you want. I don't know why everybody seems to think.
Oh, June said that was one of her favorite Christmas songs. It was beautiful. Good tune. Love it. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all. Thanks, Donna. Marion's giving you some love, and so is Donna.
Thank you.
And Jason is giving you a little advice. Release it before the rapture. So, Jonas, that's awesome. I just love having you here. Thank you so much. Please come back and join me again. And if you stick around, you'll hear you. And we're gonna play our closing song in a little bit. Not yet, because it's not over. Our show's not over yet, because it's just not. But you have to stick around and see what Alex did. Alex is my producer, who was never seen on screen because it's in his contract.
That's good.
But
Way it should be, really.
Exactly. We just love having you here, Jonas. Thank you so much.
Nice to hang out with you guys. Seriously.
You have to come back. Stay a little longer next time, okay?
Absolutely. God bless you guys. Have fun.
Thanks, Jonas.
God bless.
Bye.
Well done, Jonas.
Thank you.
So is he here in Nashville too?
He is in Rhode Island.
Oh man.
Hey, Joe. He's with me in Rhode Island, but he travels all over the place. So pretty amazing. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there is a segment on this show. It's called You've Got Game. And tonight's game is called It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. And it looks like that's misspelled, but whatever. I just noticed that too. That was a little typo. That's all right. We don't take points off for spelling here, especially if I'm the one who did it. Anyway, so our game tonight is called It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. We are going to give you a movie line, and you, Andy and Joe, you are going to figure out what that movie line is from. And do you remember how to type it in? We went over that. Do you remember, Joe, how to type it in?
In the private chat?
Nope. And there's three little dots on the box. We do this all the time. Hold on, guys. I'll be with you in a second. I just have to go over something with my guests. So there's three little dots right at the bottom of the box with your picture in it where it says edit name. You type in your answer there, and when you save it, your answer will appear.
In edit name?
Mm-hmm. Edit name, and then you save it.
Yeah, it's saved.
All right. So when you that's where you're going to type your answer in.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean in place of the name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right, guys, we're back, and welcome to Talk is Cheap, episode 68. Okay, anyway. All right. But see, on Talk is Cheap, we've learned over the episodes, right? We're here at episode 68. I am a lousy scorekeeper, you guys. Lousy. I stink. So I've hired somebody. And when I say hired, for free, I've got somebody because they're home and they're not doing anything anyway. So please welcome back the official scorekeeper of Talk is Cheap, everybody.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Amazing. The scorekeeper is never seen on camera as well. It's in their contract. And
they got a contract?
Yeah, they have a contract too. And so I am supposed to tell you what we are actually playing for, what you guys will be playing for. You will be playing for the very coveted Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer, 100% clean comedy, 100% clean and sanitized hands.
Look
at that. The prize is valued at $5,500.
Wow.
That's right. Okay. But first, you guys, we are going to have a word from our sponsor.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Are you ready? All right, Alex, hit it. And we'll be right back. School of Laughs is our sponsor.
Hi, my name is David Roberts with the School of Laughs, and I'm a proud sponsor of Talk is Cheap with Rhonda Corey. Hey, if you're looking to get funnier in 2021, I've got five different ways to help you out. If you've never performed stand-up comedy before, I've got a stand-up comedy writing class that's available online. In fact, Rhonda Corey took that many years ago. That's how we first met. It's designed to get you up and running as a stand-up comedian as quickly as possible, but as fundamentally sound as possible. That class is available 24/7, 365. If you're a speaker who wants to get funnier, I've got you covered with the Master Laughter class online. This is designed especially for speakers who want to punch up their presentations, keynotes, and programs with humor to make their message more memorable. And finally, I've got three virtual classes in January this year. I've got the stand-up comedy level 2 writing class for people who already are performing but just aren't getting enough from their material. I've got a virtual performance class where you'll actually perform a 3-minute set through the Zoom camera to us, me, and the other students and get feedback on that set. And then finally, the Business of Comedy workshop is right around the corner as well. This is only offered once or twice a year, and it contains all the information you need to know about the world of stand-up comedy to see if you're fit to make it a career choice for you. So all these options are available. Find out about all these at schooloflaughs.com or simply shoot me an email, schooloflaughs@gmail.com. Now, back to Talk is Cheap with Rhonda Corey.
Wow, right? Isn't that great, you guys?
Not only that, but he's another Nashvilleian.
I know. We have all
He sure
these
is.
Nashville people here today. It's awesome.
Rhonda, he used to do a short thing called his detention room class of Snickers, and Snickers and Twitters. But anyway, I took it and I loved it.
Yeah, he's great. He is just great. He's helped me so much writing, and so I've actually gotten a few compliments on my writing. So I owe that to Rick.
I plan to take his class this year.
Oh, it's
this coming year.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. All right, you guys. Here we are. It's up for grabs. Who will be the winner? Now, I'm also going to give you the opportunity to earn some bonus points. And these are determined by the official scorekeeper. So if you choose to, you can read the line from the movie in your best voice. How's that? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. We are going to bring up the first line. Alex, would you like to, who would like to read this line? Andy or Joe?
There it is. Okay. Toast to my...
Joe, do you mind if I go?
No, please go right ahead.
But I think I'm not sure I've got the right character. I hope it's not the guy I'm speaking to, but a toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town. Unfortunately, I think I did the voice of George there. So
yeah, but you did it so well that now I know what movie it's from.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, do you have your answers in there? Joe, type your answer in.
Yeah. Here I go. I'm going to type the answer in now.
Okay, because now you gave him a clue. Andy Freeman, you gave him a clue. Your opponent. You were that good.
Hey, going up against this guy with voices, I know it's all downhill from there. So
that's all right. Okay, It's a Wonderful Life. You both said It's a Wonderful Life, and the correct answer is It's a Wonderful Life. So you both scored points, 1-1, and wait a minute.
We should get an extra point for that voice.
Right. Let's see what that. Oh my goodness, you did get an extra point, Andy. And Santa is very.
Yeah. I feel like I cheated, Rhonda, because that was actually Dana Carvey doing Jimmy Stewart straight. So.
Oh, that changes my answer.
All right, you guys, let's see who got it in the audience. Let's see, Tom got she's just June, you've got me now. I should do it in a bad British accent. Tom's got it. June's got it. How's that? Is that better? She's maybe so self-conscious it's hysterical because she's from Tennessee. Anyway. All right. We are gonna bring up our next line. Joe.
Okay.
Are you ready? Can you read that line?
I suppose. Oh, it came without. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
It came without tags. Oh, let's see. It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
Okay, type in your answer to what movie that might be. It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. I don't know. I love that line. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, look, we have a little elf there. Our scorekeeper has plenty of props, just plenty of props. Darren said he knew that answer. All right. Did you guys?
Do I go ahead and say it now?
Did you type in your answer, Joe? All right,
yeah.
Ready?
Oh,
It is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas is the correct answer. You both scored a point, and you both are closer to the very coveted Rhonda Corey Covenant hand sanitizer.
Oh my gosh!
100% clean hands. Okay. Sorry, I get very excited about that. Let's see. Yes, Steve has a correct answer. Donna has the correct answer. June has the correct answer. And so does Keith, you guys. Thanks
Keith.
for playing along.
Good man, Keith.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. We are going to put up the next movie line. I believe it's silly, but I believe. Did you anybody would you like to try that, Andy? Would you like to try that line?
Wow. Unfortunately, I have to default to like Billy Graham. I believe it's silly, but I believe, and I hope you will too.
Okay, you can do whatever voice you want. All right, did you type in your answer?
No, I know the answer, but it won't come.
Oh, just make something up.
Let's
see.
All right.
I believe it's silly, but I believe. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's reveal your answers, please. Alex, reveal their answers. Elf is the that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is Miracle on 34th Street. Yes. So Andy, you get amen and amen from that, which is great. And so we have, I don't know, he will tell me whatever the score is. You will have to, I can't do the addition because I don't even know how much an amen is worth these days.
What is that? 1.5?
It could be 1.5.
Or it's just a half.
I don't know. The scorekeeper will give us the total score very shortly. Let's see. They've got the calculator. And, they need to calculate the points. So that's great. All right. You let us know, scorekeeper. We're going to go to our next movie line. Alex, bring it up. Oh, love this. All right, Joe. Oh, Joe's getting props now. Joe is getting yes. Oh, wait. Amy had gotten
Can I play?
Yeah, you can play. Just settle down a little bit.
Oh boy. Oh, you have such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent.
Good,
all right, you guys. You got the answers typed in.
You sit over here.
All right. Reveal your answers. Alex, Elf. They both said Elf, and Elf is the correct answer. Very good, you guys. That's amazing. We're going back. Amy had gotten Miracle on 34th Street, and so did Keith. Great job. Jonas is watching like a commoner, he said. Let's see. Amy, yes, you are correct. It is Elf. June said Elf.
Amy.
And we have a score here. It is 6-5. 6-5. Oh my goodness.
I'm going nowhere so fast.
With Andy in the lead. Okay. Woohoo. All right. Yeah, Mo, says Marion. And
thank you, Marion.
Mojo. Mojo. I get it. All right. We're gonna bring up the next line. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, Andy, do you want to try this line?
Wait. Does this look like a little weight to you?
Okay. Wait. Does this look like a little weight to you? All right. So what movie could that possibly be from? Just type in your answers. Any answer will do. Santa is very, very excited over there and is looking right at the camera. Oh, my goodness. Santa is getting hysterical. Oh, my gosh. Santa, calm down there. I think you've had a little bit of caffeine. We're going to, oh, my goodness, the Santa Claus or Home Alone. The correct answer is the Santa Claus is the correct answer.
Man.
I know.
Andy, he's brilliant.
Andy is killing it. Both
I'm,
Joe
I'm,
and
sit,
you've
I'm
received
sitting here thanking God for all three of my kids making me watch all those movies.
That's just it. Oh, Darren thought that was Elvis.
Well, thank you very much.
Tom knew it was
Darren is
Santa.
Elvis.
Yes, it was the Santa Claus. Tom, you are correct. And all right, let's see. So the score, you are getting closer and closer. Just a little
You mean
commercial
there's
break.
more?
Yeah, little commercial break. You guys out there who are masking up, you do realize that you can get the Talk is Cheap mask. That's right. How can I get one of these? Well, I am so glad that you asked. This beautiful, comfortable mask that we have to wear now is available to you for $15 for one and $25 for two with free shipping and handling. Is that right? Yes, that's free shipping and handling. All you have to do is message me. How? On my Facebook page. You can message me or you can email me at rhonda@rhondacoreycomedy.com. Okay. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. All right, so we are going to bring up our next our next line. Ready, ready, Alex, and the scorekeeper's ready. All right, go ahead, Joe. It's all you, buddy.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
That was excellent. That was just excellent. All right, and what movie is that from? Ready? The correct answer is it Home Alone or is it Home Alone? Correct answer is Home Alone. Yes, you are correct. You both scored. Let's see how our audience is doing. Are they cheap? Oh, the Talk is Cheap masks are very reasonable. Thank you, Darren. Donna, yes, that is correct. Keith, that is correct. June, you got it. June, you got it. So the correct answer, Home Alone. All right, we are going to continue on this game. It's 9-7. Oh my goodness. Joe,
I'm going to go ahead and type in my answer for the next one.
Awesome. All right. Let's bring the next movie line up. Are you ready? Oh, I love this line. Okay, Andy, would you like to read this line?
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. That was Hulk Hogan doing his favorite Christmas movie.
Let's see.
I love Hulk.
Joe needs a field goal. Oh my goodness. Darren had no idea. All right, you guys must know what this is. Ready? Type in your answers. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? Reveal A Christmas Story. No, that is incorrect. Scrooge is the correct character. However, the name of the movie is A Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah. Christmas Carol. That's the one I was thinking of.
No, I know.
Curse you, Dickens!
You little Dickens, you. Let's see.
Please, may I have some more porridge?
I want more, sir. That's the wrong movie, too. Let's see. Amy, A Christmas Carol. Amy, you are correct. Tom,
hey, Amy's on my team.
Yeah, see, you guys. Yes, Scrooge. June said A Christmas Carol. Eric, It Is a Wonderful Life, but that is not the correct. That is not the correct movie.
Don't make me come over there, Eric.
Keith is correct. A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Amy's trying to get you a point, Joe.
Thank you, Amy.
That's all up to the scorekeeper. That scorekeeper can give points whenever they want.
They can.
Huh. Yeah, why not? I mean, All right, we'll do one more.
I got a little sad face.
Do you want to do the?
He did.
Okay, we'll do one more. Are you ready for this one? Go ahead, Joe.
Huh. Yeah.
I was forced into doing this, by the way.
I don't know if that's a kid or a guy. Let's see. Yeah. I've always wanted a machine gun. Let's see. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. I do both. I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
Now I
What
have
movie?
a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Nah, I have no idea. Let's see. I'll type something in.
All right, type something in. Anything.
Huh.
Huh.
All right.
All right. This was not my idea. Just so. But I was forced by the scorekeeper as well as my co-producer to do this movie.
Die Hard.
Die Hard or Santa Claus. The correct answer, unfortunately, is Die Hard.
It is.
Thank you, Bruce Willis.
Die Hard.
I was going for another Christmas movie.
Well, people say this is a Christmas movie because it was at Christmas time. I do not think it's a Christmas movie. However, our audience knew what we were talking about. June knew.
Man,
Amy,
nice going, June.
Keith,
Amy.
you guys are amazing. Can you
Yeah.
believe it? Yeah.
I need to see some more
11
movies.
to 8. 11 to 8. The final score is 11 to 8 with Andy winning the big
Nice going.
prize. Oh my goodness, Andy, you are the winner on Talk is Cheap.
Joe, don't feel bad because images you see on the screen are smaller than they appear. So that's not a big fistful of sanitizer.
Yeah. I noticed on my screen they're backward.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like it's huge. Actually,
Well, that comes out right.
It's a little pocket size one, but Godfather 17.
Hey, Rhonda, I wanted to tell you, Rick Roberts texted me after your last promotion about the face mask.
Yes.
And he said something very interesting. He said, if you buy 5 of them, you can use them for beach wear. Now, that was Rick Roberts, not me.
Well, you know what? You do what you feel is best for you. If you want to do that, you go right ahead.
Rick's a creative guy.
He is. He really is. Oh my goodness. You know what? The show is going by so fast. I do have to mention about Sunday's show, which will probably be our last show of 2020. So, Alex, who's going to be on our show? Oh, look at that. It's a very festive show. On our show, we're going to have the very funny Mike Murray will be here. We'll be spending time with Sherry Nettles, Brian Kahatsu, Timmy Boyle, Marlo Rutz, as well as a few others will be here to give us some tips. So that's going to be a full, fun-packed show. I'm really excited. Don't miss the show or you'll miss a lot and you'll be really sad. Of course, you can always catch the replay, but whatever. It's always more fun live to watch Talk is Cheap. All right, Alex. June said you are both winners in her book, and you know what? You're winners in my book too. No returns, no refunds.
Love that, June.
Didn't it go by so fast? I can't believe it.
My.
Hey, you guys.
It was twice as fast as my colonoscopy I had 2 weeks ago. And I'm grateful.
Well, that's good to know, and thank you for sharing that. My official scorekeeper, we appreciate you being here. We'll see you for the next game.
May I say something?
Oh, please do.
Tomorrow is Mojo Friday. So I put out videos on the first and third Friday of each month, which are tips and tricks for voice actors from voiceoverextra.com.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they post those on the first and third Friday.
Oh, that's awesome. So listen, you guys, if you want to follow Joe, and we want to make sure that you do that, you can follow Joe at, here you come, you're coming around again. JoeLesh.com is his website. Vomojo.com. Joe.
VO Mojo.
VO Mojo. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Like you can, what are you trying to say? I can't speak. You're right. Joe Lesh is on Facebook. Joe Lesh on Twitter. VO Boot Camp on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. And was there anything else you wanted to add to that?
No.
All right, you sure?
No.
Okay.
I want to meet Andy for some coffee here in Nashville.
I know.
We're gonna do it. I can't wait. Actually,
that is so cool. If you want to follow Andy, you guys, you can do that. Andy Freeman's on Facebook at Andy Freeman 6916 on Instagram. You can follow Andy. Make sure you definitely check him out. And Jonas Woods, you guys. Oh, I love Jonas. JonasWoods.net. At Jonas Woods Music on Twitter and Instagram, and at Jonas Woods on Facebook, Jonas Woods on Spotify. Make sure you definitely check out his tunes. He's amazing, just amazing. You guys,
Rhonda, you better clip that song and put it on YouTube with a link back to you.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Guys, thank you for joining us here on Talk is Cheap. We wanted to make this show for you so you have a place to land for about an hour of your time where you can get away from all the junk on Facebook and just have fun. And we've definitely had some fun here tonight with Andy, with Joe, with our official scorekeeper, with Chewy. Let's just check on. I'm still sleeping. Those quiet moments are kicking in. And with Jonas Woods and with all of you. Thank you so much. We have a really special outro tonight that we're going to be sharing. Thanks, you guys. Please join us for Sunday night, 7:30 Eastern Time. Thank you so much. And episode 68 is out. You guys can hang around, and I'll see you backstage if you want. You can hang around for a couple of minutes. All right, you guys. That's it for episode 68.
May the love that you speak be the love that you give. May the love that you show be the love that you live. Even in the moments when you think that nobody's looking. May the love that you speak be the love that you give. May the love that you show be the love that you live. Even in the moments when you think that nobody's looking. I will hold, I will hold, I will hold. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing going on. Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.